Control is such a massive part of District 13. Prior to the first rebellion, all of Panem thought that District 13 was graphite miners. We knew, thanks to Mockingjay and Catching Fire, however, that that was actually the place where the nuclear missiles were housed. It was a military facility with vast underground networking. It makes for the perfect place to start a next rebellion. Now, they don't take it very far. They gain control over the Capitol people that are working in District 13. They aim the missiles back on the Capitol, and then they just agree to a stalemate, if you will. They decide that they'll pretend to be dead if they are allowed to live without being governed by the Capitol. The Capitol doesn't want to start a nuclear war. The events that led to Panem becoming a country resulted in dwindling numbers of population. So District 13 agrees to live in secret underground. And for the next 75 years, the Capitol replays the same footage. What we see when Katniss goes to District 13 is how militant it is. And again, that makes sense because it was a military complex. Them having the nuclear capabilities and much of the fighting force 75 years prior has led to this different way of life. The people of 13 all wear the same exact outfit. Every day they have a schedule printed on their arms. This schedule tells them exactly where to report and at what times. I also think it has a barcode because they scan that schedule to get their meals. Portion control is very intense in District 13. And it makes sense because District 13 has to be self-sufficient. They can't rely on the other districts to provide them things like crops. And she says that they have the nutrition down to a science, that everyone has a specific caloric intake that is measured out for their specific expenditure. They live in identical compartments. I like how in the movies they chose to add in like a hoorah chant every time Alma Coin speaks and they're in large gatherings. Really hammers home the military feel.